What is going on, guys? Right in front of me is one of the most iconic motorcycles there is to exist. Now, I found this motorcycle on Facebook Marketplace and it was for sale just for one day, and the second I saw it, I jumped on the opportunity. So this is a Moto Guzzi Stelvio 1200 4V, so you can see right here. And what makes this motorcycle so amazing is that it has a transverse mounted V-twin engine on the sides, how it's sticking out, and when you're gonna go ride the motorcycle, you can see both cylinders sticking out just like that. And in my opinion, this motorcycle is freaking sick. Just the design all around. You can see that the designers put a lot of thought into making this motorcycle. Now, what is it really making under the hood, we could say? Well, these two big cylinders, 1200 cc's, makes just about 100 horsepower and about 75 pound-feet of torque. And what makes this thing so crazy is that all the way from about 2500 to 8000 RPM, this thing has the fattest torque band in the world. So you guys will see when we go on a little test drive just how visceral this motorcycle is. I will also reveal the price I paid for this motorcycle at the end of the video, so stay tuned and you'll find out. Looking closely, you can see the stainless steel exhaust pipes curling around. We can also see the shaft drive this motorcycle has, which is very uncommon in motorcycles, especially adventure bikes like this. If you could even call it an adventure bike. It weighs just about 570 pounds wet. It's not the lightest motorcycle in the world, but still, once you get moving, it is quite nimble. You can see we got the red paint. I just gave her a nice detail. But yeah, if you guys are looking into buying a motorcycle and you don't really know where to start, I'd highly recommend go on your local Facebook Marketplace, see what some people are offering for sale. And if you don't find anything you like, give it about a week. Check it every day, and trust me, you'll find something just about as cool as this. It took me a few days of looking around online, but man, once I saw the guy he posted online, I knew I had to have it. And you'll see why once we get moving on this motorcycle. It is air cooled. You can see all the lines in the cylinders, especially down here in the oil cooler or oil pan. Oil cooler's up here, so it's oil cooled and air cooled. No coolant, which is very interesting. It just gives, there's so many quirks about this motorcycle that I love. And you have the little emblem down there as well. Actually, the first owner of this motorcycle drove it around the entire nation, so through the United States, up to Canada even, and down to Mexico as well. So this motorcycle has a ton of history to it, which made me want to have it even more. The first guy, he just rode it all around. You can see the travel bags, and even he put a carrying case up top. I'll put a little image right now of how it looked before, but I took it off just because it saved some weight, and I think it looks a little bit better as is. I'm not going on any huge excursions anytime soon, but I'll definitely throw it on if I'm going to go on a camping trip or somewhere a bit farther. Right here we have the floodlights, so you flick that on, gives you two nice floodlights up front. Combo brakes, no ABS on this one. So Stelvio makes the 4V and the 8V models. The 8V is a little bit more luxurious. I believe it also comes with a bigger fuel tank. This one only holds about 5.4 gallons, while the other one holds like 8 something gallons, which is much appreciated with this huge freaking engine right here. Without further ado, let's get this thing started and let's go on the road, shall we? Hear those engines roar to life. Feel it when you're on this motorcycle. When you rev the engine, actually the entire motorcycle shakes this way. You can see a little bit if I do it like this. See how that motorcycle jumps a little bit? The second I got on this bike, I knew I had to have it. Just the noise of this engine is so beautiful. It just wants to go. And when you crank the throttle more and more, it's got more to give. But yeah, you're in a very upright position. The handlebars are very wide, so it's easy to maneuver. And it's surprisingly nimble at slow speeds. I thought that the weight of the bike would kind of bog it down, but not really. Bear with me, guys. The wind noise might be a little bit bad, but I got to get my camera system updated. So yeah, just bear with me there. This thing roars like a Harley, but moves like a Ducati. That's what makes this bike so fantastic. You really need a highway to have fun with this bike. I'm obviously taking it easy because it's residential roads. But I just want you guys to hear how this engine moves. The shaft drive makes accelerating so smooth, you can really feel it compared to a chain drive. Mind you, this is also with the stock exhaust, so I don't know if I'm going to put a muffler on this thing. It's already sounds beautiful as is. Did I mention how much power this thing has? Just down low, we're at 2,000 RPM and the thing will pull like a train. That was maybe 40% throttle. In another video, we'll take this out on the highway and you'll really see how this thing winds out. Alright, so overall, a beautiful bike. There's a couple things that, a couple little quirks that I have to deal with when buying the bike is this headlight's blown out and the left turn signal here does not work. If I put the keys in, you will find out exactly what I'm talking about. So, turn the ignition, left turn signal. You can see that it's on, blinking, but nothing there. On the back though, it does shine. So that's something I gotta fix. And then also on the front, you can see that a little bit hard to see in the sun, but one of the headlamps does work and the other one does not. Turn on the high beams, boom. See, that one's on, that one is not. So a couple little things I gotta sort out, but man, for the price I paid for this motorcycle, you really can't argue. These motorcycles will go for around maybe $6,000 to $8,000 depending on mileage and all the sort. I managed to find this one for a whopping $3,800, guys. $3,800. I don't think you can buy a much more bike for $3,800 than this. Granted, it does have a couple little issues, like if we reach on in here, here is your headlight cable. I found that from the previous owner. So that's probably why that headlight is out. So I'm gonna have to look into this, see if it's shorted or blown, or if it just needs to be plugged in. But for the meantime, the thing starts up, it runs beautifully, so can't really complain. Yeah guys, well, I hope this was a little informative with the Moto Guzzi Stelvio 1200. I know not too many people post videos about this, so I wanted to just show to the world that these bikes do exist. They're all around. Check your local area, maybe someone's selling it. Maybe not. Maybe for a beautiful price as well. I totally recommend to pick one up. So yeah guys, stay tuned. I'll see you all in the next video. We'll have plenty of videos on this bike. I'll see you all later. Peace out.